Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016, aired coast to coast. Glad to be with you. Glad that you're there. And going to talk about a couple of things today that I might just get your attention because there's the bright side of the topic and then there's the dark side. It sounds like I'm talking about people. And maybe I am. What I'm going to mention here before my guest comes on, Tim Mount is going to be coming along here in a little while. A study came out this morning taking a look at the difference between organic and non-organic milk and meat. The study in and of itself presents some good news. So I'll report on that, and then I want to share with you perhaps the darker side of the organic food industry. People make certain assumptions about organic food that may not be true. And, it took me a while. I haven't talked about this on the show before. So it's not as if I didn't know about it. I was just looking for an opportunity to do it. And this morning was the right time because of the study that presented itself. And organic is a good idea. In principle, it's a good idea. But let's delve into this a little bit and see what you think. Now, the study came out of Newcastle University. That's a United Kingdom university. And the study was published in a British Journal of Nutrition. Pretty good journal. Got the American Journal of Nutrition as well. It was a meta-analysis. The research team looked at 196 scholarly papers on milk and 67 papers on meat. And then they collapsed the findings, if you will, and reached some conclusions about organic milk and organic meat. Now, there's certainly other kinds of organic products, vegetables and fruits and whatnot, right? This study just focused on milk and meat, M&M. So first I'll report what they found, and then I'll share with you some other information about organic food industry. They reported and they claimed, and I think they're right, it's the largest study of its kind, and the team was made up of researchers from around the world. It was an international team of experts led by Newcastle University in the UK. And generally, they found that both organic milk and meat contain about, they said, 50% more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids than does conventional produced products, or than do conventionally produced products. They looked at data from around the world. As I said, there was 196 papers on milk, 67 papers on meat. And there were clear differences, according to the researchers, between organic and conventional milk and meat. And with respect to fatty acid composition and with respect to the concentrations of certain minerals and antioxidants. Dr. Chris Seal, professor of food and human nutrition at Newcastle, explained. He said, quote, omega-3s are linked to reductions in cardiovascular disease, improved neurological development and function, and better immune function. He's right about that. He said that Dr. Seal said that Western European diets are recognized as being too low in these fatty acids, and the European Food Safety Authority recommends that we should double our intake. So do authorities in the United States. However, Dr. Seal pointed out further, but getting enough in our diet is difficult. Our study suggests that switching to organic would go some way towards improving intakes of these important nutrients, close quote. Nothing that he said is alarming, controversial, or otherwise take issue with. He's right. And I'm not challenging the findings. Their analysis is what it is. The data are what they are, and they found some advantages to organic milk and meat over conventionally grown or produced organic milk and meat. I'm looking for, okay. Here are the highlights of the key findings from the study. One I already shared with you. Both organic milk and meat contain around 50% more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids than conventionally produced products. 2, organic meat has slightly lower concentrations of 2 saturated fats, myristic and palmitic acid. Both have been linked by certain studies to increase the risk for cardiovascular disease. Not all saturated fats are made by Lucifer. These 2 in particular seem to suggest some connection to cardiovascular disease. 3, organic milk contains 40% more conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which is a good thing. 4, organic milk contains slightly higher concentrations of iron, vitamin E, and some carotenoids. 5, conventional milk contains 74% more of the essential mineral iodine and slightly more selenium than conventionally produced milk. Now, those are all benefits of organic milk and meat. What's not to like about that, right? By the way, they pointed out in the study, Newcastle University's Professor Carlo Leifert, Dr. Leifert, made an interesting point. He said, people choose organic milk and meat for 3 main reasons, and I think organic foods generally. Improved animal welfare, the positive impacts of organic farming on the environment, and the perceived health benefits. Interesting. You ask people why they buy organic, and they're going to say, well, because they don't use. The main comment you'll hear is, and the most frequently made comment would be, they don't use pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, or any other kind of chemical. Well, that's just not true. Now, that's my segue into talking with you a little bit about perhaps what you didn't know about the organic food industry. And it sort of begs the question, is organic your best option compared to local, the food that you would buy locally, that is raised locally? Over the last 5 years or so, maybe 10, I would say, certainly within the last 5, the organic food industry has been doing a booming business. There was a time the only people who ate organic had long hair, lived in the woods, and nobody knew who they were. Right? You get my point. In other words, it was really obscure. Now, even the most uninformed of people about nutrition can tell you, yeah, organic is better because they don't use these chemicals. Well, come back, I'll tell you a couple of things about the so-called non-use of chemicals in growing organic food. I think you might be a little surprised, and I'm not trying to dissuade people from eating organic. I'm just trying to inform you and hence persuade you to think about these things. Be right back.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just tuned in, talking about organic food. New study out saying that organic meat and organic milk generally provides better nutritional quality. I don't take issue with that. None at all. On the other hand, and if you miss a show or certain parts of the show, these shows are on demand, by the way, at letstalknutrition.com. Videos are on the homepage. Some of them are, and the rest are on YouTube. There's a link will take you there. And all the audio is at letstalknutrition.com under a link called Show Schedule. Now, this business of organic, let's talk about it. It is true, generally speaking, that organic food is produced or offers better quality ingredients. By the way, I should give credit to a writer, Jody Young. And she wrote an article, I came across it, called The Dark Side of the Organic Food Industry. Is Organic the Best Available? So I'm giving her attribution, and I'm using her article as a basis to inform you and persuade you and make my argument as to why you should really pay attention to this idea of organic, and are you getting what you think you're getting? Generally speaking, organic food, none of the traditional pesticides, no high fructose corn syrup, they should be non-GMO. And all of these issues bear upon, according to most experts, a person's health. Now, there's another side. I know that Ms. Jung calls it the dark side. Let's just call it the flip side of the organic food coin. You may not know, but there are certain loopholes that exist in the current organic standards. And some food producers, manufacturers, whatever, will take advantage of these loopholes. One example of this, as Ms. Young points out in her article, is the organic standards employed that they use for raising animals. When people go in and they're looking for organic meat, for example, they assume that the meat is healthier because the animals have been better cared for because of the organic standards. To some extent, that is true. But unfortunately, the guidelines leave these loopholes that producers will exploit to increase their profit margins. And so people have this illusion that the meat that they're buying, the cows and the chickens, are sort of roaming around on the terrain, free, this beautiful farm. Everything is just great. The sun is shining, and it's, everything's just organically peachy. That's true to some extent. For privately owned small family farms, that is generally the case. However, most organic meat comes from factory farms, the bigger farms. So when you're purchasing and consuming animal proteins, the question you need to be asking yourself, do you know what farm produced that meat and how their animals were raised or what they were fed? And are you sure you can trust the source? Are you really sure? In her article, Ms. Jung points out some questionable organic standards. They say no hormones or antibiotics. While that is true, no hormones or antibiotics can be given, it is also the case that vaccines and medications can be administered to those animals. Well, what's another issue? Access to outdoors and sunshine. That's a standard, generally true. But it does not state how much time and animals have, no minimum required amount of time to be spent outdoors. As long as a door is open and the animal, let's say the chickens or the cows, can get outside, the standard is met. I didn't know that. In other words, nobody's necessarily herding them out there. All they have to do is leave the door open to the barn or to the area where the animal was kept, penned. That satisfies it for being free range. I suspect that the animals finally make their way out the door, but I'm just saying. All feed and grain must be organic. That is essentially true. But the standards for organic do not require animals to be fed their natural diet. I don't know if you knew that or not. Let's take the case of cows. Cows generally don't eat grains. So even if it's organic, it's not good for the cow and produces lower levels of omega-3s and conjugated linoleic acid. You see what I'm getting at here? It's not necessarily when you say everything is organic, everything is just fine. And by the way, they do use pesticides. They're called organic pesticides. There is some literature to suggest that some of these organic pesticides are just as lethal as some of the synthetic pesticides. I know, I sound like a heretic. But, that's what we do around here. We try to report, give you the whole story as much as we possibly can so you can make an informed decision about what you're going to eat and how you're going to live. Tim Marr is my guest. I misspoke earlier. I had a different Tim on the show. No, it wasn't Tiny Tim.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrex Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. We're organic. We're organic. Of course we're organic. We're live. No pesticides, no herbicides. Nobody's spraying around here. Oh, man. Fresh produce here all the time. It's fresh news. You like that, Josh? We're organic. Oh, my God. And by the way, organic doesn't mean that you don't have to wash the food. Some people believe, I'm organic, I don't have to wash it. Yes, you do. You're going to get sick. Pick up all kinds of critters doing that. Don't do that. Tim, if you missed my opening on organic food, the good news and sort of some of the things you should be aware of about organic is, I was telling Josh off air, I said, one of the principles that I do live by it, things are not what they seem. After all this time on the earth, there's certain things that life distills down to. And that's one of the guiding principles for me. Things are not what they seem. If you can keep that in mind, you might get in, less trouble. What's the other principle that one of my guests quoted the other day? It's not the things that you know or don't know. It's not the things that you don't know that get you in trouble. It's the things that you know that aren't so that get you into trouble. Another guiding principle. My guest is Tim Marr. And Tim has been on my show before. Were you able to use those images I sent you, Josh? In his bio, he has some photographs. We're going to see if we can show those on the screen today. There's some interesting images in his bio. And in his bio, and he's talked about it on the show. Some of you know who Tim is, and maybe some of you don't. You're going to find out here in a second. But Tim is an athlete, and he's been involved in Ironman competitions, I guess his whole life. His father, or triathlete, his father was one of the original.
Here you go, Doc.
Okay. If you're watching the show, there's some black and white images there, and I'll ask Tim to comment on those. His dad was one of the original Ironman athletes when it first started. So this young man grew up with a pretty good example and model. So he's a triathlete. He was introduced to the triathlon, he says in his bio, at a very young age. But it did seem a little daunting to him. I'll get him to tell you the rest of the story. I love those kinds of aspects about guests. They're not just experts. They're human beings. And I sort of like the human element of it all and the drama of it all, which makes their expertise, in my mind, more relevant. Tim, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How you doing, my man?
Doing really good.
I was trying to look at these pictures here. Is your dad is included in this lineup of, these are like these look pretty grainy. These look like family. Some of these pictures look like they were family from your family album, or you had them around, right? I was trying to. Is your dad in some of these photographs?
Yep, he is. He definitely is.
Let's see. I'm trying to find them. Maybe, I don't know if Josh can you blow any of those up? See if you can blow some of those up. I'm interested in this part of your story, Tim, because I think and I'm interested because I'm interested in people, and I'm interested in guests, and I'm especially interested in you because you've been on my show before. We've talked before, but I want to take a little different tack with you today, if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
Are you okay with this?
No, it sounds good.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
yes, definitely.
You can hang up the phone. You won't be the first one. No, they don't do that around here. What I'm interested in is you're an athlete. This is your life. And this is what you've known your whole life. How old are you?
I'm 36, about to turn 37.
Okay. So is it fair to say that your world and your life has really been within the realm of athletics, being an athlete and so on? I mean, is that sort of the phenomenological stage or frame for your life?
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's been the base of my life, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your dad was a big influence on you.
Yep.
He was
100%.
Can you talk about that? Can you talk about how your dad raised you and how he influenced you? I mean, you obviously became an athlete. Can you share a little bit about that if you're comfortable with that?
Yeah, my dad brought us up. And when you grow up in Hawaii, you grow up in an active lifestyle. You got, the beach right there, beautiful waves. We have a lot of hiking trails. So he brought us up in a really, really active lifestyle. Ours is unique. I did the Waikiki Rough Water, which is a 2.5-mile open ocean swim at 6 years old. So I was one of the youngest ever to do that.
You were 6 years old?
Yeah.
And you were swimming in the ocean? You were swimming in, right?
Yeah. Yep. 2.5 miles, and it goes, almost a mile out to sea. So you go way out to sea. So it's open ocean. It's not, it's a pretty serious swim.
We have a picture. We have an image of you. You look in this image. It's a grainy image, and we tried to blow it up. You look about 6 years old. You have a little bathing suit on. It looks like you're coming out of the water.
Yep, that's the shot. So I'm finishing the race there, and I'm 6. Yeah.
You're 6 years old, and you're swimming 2.5 miles out?
Yeah, well, 2.5 miles total in the race, and it's a challenging swim, and so that's kind of, we're a little adventurous, obviously, and yeah, my dad basically raised me that way, and it, I never thought maybe this would be something I would, incorporate into a lifestyle of work.
Mm-hmm.
But
can you remember?
It happened.
There's a picture of your dad. He's a nice-looking man. Can you remember your thoughts and feelings at that age, and what did you think and feel, if you remember, about that?
My brother was going to do it, and I vaguely remember being like, I'm doing it too. And so my mom and a few other people were trying to talk me out of it, but I was pretty strong.
Your mom, right? Your mom's probably giving your dad what for? What's your dad's name?
Blake Marr.
I can just hear your mother saying, Blake, you can't do this. He's only 6 years old, Blake. He can't be swimming 2.5 miles in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly right.
Was it something like that, you think? Oh, man, this is good. We come back, we'll talk a little bit more with Tim.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose corn syrup or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. My guest is Tim Marr. He's a professional triathlete and has been so, I guess, for the major portion of his life. I was asking him about his early experience when his father is a triathlete and one of some note, as a matter of fact, one of the early triathletes. In fact, I even found on the internet a link that said "All in the Family," and it's a comment by Blake Marr. It's a long, extended comment talking about his experience as a professional triathlete. So you were 6 years old, and you participated in that event. You're swimming in the ocean, 2.5-mile swim. My God. What else were you doing at these early ages that was influenced by your dad?
Yeah, he brought us up doing a lot of hiking. We'd go on like 15, 16-mile hikes at a pretty early age. And then we would do a lot of surfing in pretty challenging conditions, which obviously takes a fair amount of fitness to be able to handle stuff like that. We didn't do a lot of cycling then, but, maybe just as a kid kind of having fun cycling. But, I started to run at a pretty early age as well. But it wasn't to train for triathlon. It kept everything fun, which I think was key. The swimming was a little challenging. We did a lot of long workouts, but he really kept everything fun. And he kind of almost secretly, raised me and my brother as triathletes, I'd say.
Yeah, we're showing an image of you on a bike. You're racing. You have a racing helmet on. Fiveworks is the brand on the bike?
Yeah, it's a Specialized.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're showing an image of that. If you're watching the show, and you can watch it at Let's Talk Nutrition, we'll show some images as Tim talks about this. Where I'm going with this is this, Tim. These experiences are not insignificant, in my opinion. Your dad and your mom raised you in a certain kind of way. Your dad had, this huge influence on you to become an athlete and introduced you to that world. And I've met you in person, and you've been on my show a number of times. I don't find you, in my mind, and this is just my perception, I don't perceive you, you're not arrogant, you're not a loudmouth, you're understated, you're soft-spoken, and you're really a nice guy. You really are. You're a very likable person. Some of these athletes I've met, it's tough to like them. It's very hard to like them.
Well, thank you.
Was that part of the way your dad raised you as well? Did he teach you that, and your mom teach you to be that way?
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to like racing and having the confidence, she instilled in me that part about, every top level athlete has to be, have a bit of an edge on them. But, outside of that and the race course and just being just a good person and understanding of, life and love and other people, they definitely raised, our family in a really, really positive way.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's a wonderful narrative. I've been involved in athletics my whole life, and not in a professional sense. And I've been a runner, and I as a boy I loved to run, and did track. And even though the pain and discomfort was intense, as you well know, I don't need to tell you, something about it that intrigued me, and I still like it. Don't know why. And it takes a certain amount of courage to run through all of the pain and discomfort and all of that. Did your dad talk to you about that?
Yeah, definitely.
What did he say?
He said, that endurance sport, especially something associated with triathlon, just takes a lot of hard work and a lot of pushing yourself. And he said it's as much, I remember when I was young, he was telling me how it's as much mental as it is physical. He's like, yeah, I remember he told me at a young age you have the physical attributes to be a good athlete. And he's like, but where you're going to be challenged if you really push it is mentally.
How do you deal when you're, and this applies to, we're showing another picture of you, an image of you running. You're obviously in competition here. You got your competitive gear on. Did you work with a sports psychologist or mentor or somebody to help you with the psychological dimension of being an athlete who's going to have to endure a lot of discomfort and pain and run through it, work through it, and no matter what? Or did you just sort of work this out on your own?
No, I had a lot of mentors, actually, and in terms of just helping build the confidence and come up with the right game plans going into certain events. And that's a huge part of why I had success, too, is a lot of other people's, giving back to me and helping guide me, definitely. And one of those people definitely is my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But I had other mentors as well, other, even multiple Ironman world champion guys, and having that in your corner is without a doubt.
I understand that. I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to ask you. You're running a marathon. A triathlete, you have to do 3 events. Tell the listener and the viewer the 3 events, please. Tell them what the 3 events are, Tim. Tim, did I lose him? Darn it. All right, we'll get him back. I want to continue. I'm trying to get to a place with him that I think is important for all of us. What I'm trying to do is take his experience as an athlete and the challenges he has faced as an athlete, and I'm trying to show that there's a parallel here, that the lessons that he has learned as an athlete in dealing with the challenges of it apply to everyday life, and that we can learn from that. That's where I'm headed with this. We come back. Tim is back. I'll continue my conversation with Tim Marr. He's an educator for Nutrex Hawaii. We're going to talk about Astaxanthin, but I did want to spend some time with him today trying to get at the essence of him as a person, as an athlete, the challenges, and what we can learn from that. We're not professional triathletes, but we live life, and life is like a triathletic event. It's very difficult, as we well know. And we're all faced with challenges. The question is, what do we do when we're faced with these challenges? That's the essence of where I'm headed with this conversation with Tim, as well as trying to humanize him. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. The show airs 9 to 11 live daily. The show does air coast to coast, and you're listening to Tim Marr, Coast to Coast.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Would love to have you here. I'm glad to be here with you. And Stephen's with me behind the glass as he always has been. Josh is here on this side of the glass producing the video. Stephen produces the audio. And my guest is on the phone. Tim Marr calling in from Hawaii. This show does air in Hawaii. I don't even know if Tim knows that or not. Tim Marr is my guest. He's a professional triathlete, has had quite a career. I'm more interested in the way his dad raised him because I think it certainly has... according to his bio, and I was reading something his dad wrote, certainly had a profound influence on him as a boy, young adult, and as a man. And those stories are important because that's where we learn our values, our beliefs, our attitudes, our way we comport ourselves, and so on. And being a triathlete is not that's not such an easy thing to be and do, believe me. It takes a special amount of, you have to be wired to be able to do that. You have to be wired a certain way because it's very intense, very demanding, and there can be a lot of discomfort, physical discomfort, psychological discomfort, and challenge associated with it. He's an educator for Nutrex Hawaii, which is a very good company. They're in Hawaii. And they make a number of pretty darn good products. We'll talk about that. Tim, welcome back. I want to pick up where we left off, and if you could explain to the listener what a triathlete event is, that kind of event. What are the three things you have to do, in what order, and what's required?
So there's a lot of different distances, but it's always a swim, bike, run.
Swim, bike, and run is last.
Correct, always in that order. The Ironman, which is one of the distances that I specialized in, is a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and a marathon, a 26.2-mile run to finish. So that's our ultimate challenge. That's the one big day, and that's the one World Championship in Hawaii is on the Big Island. That's the one. That's the one that we train for, and that's the Holy Grail.
Okay, so the swim is 2.4 miles.
Correct.
The bike is 100 and what?
112.
And the run is a marathon, so it's 26.2 miles.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Here's my question. You did the swim, you did the bike, now you're in the run. And I don't know if you've ever had this moment, and I really would like to learn from you how you deal with this. You're in the run. Your body is, you're pretty well spent. You're about halfway through the run, maybe 3/4 of a way through the run. And now things start to break down. You know what I'm talking about? Cramps.
Oh, yeah.
Cramps, don't feel good. It's painful. You want to, the instinct is to stop. How do you handle that moment? What do you do I remember my long-distance running coach, cross-country coach in high school. He said, I don't care what you do, but don't stop running. Never stop running. Slow down, whatever you got to do. But I don't want you to stop running. What do you do when you're confronted with that moment where you feel like your instinct is telling you, Tim, you need to stop? What do you do not to stop?
Over all the years of racing, I always tell people there's a lot of dark moments. I've been leading Ironmans, in first, and it looks like everything's going spectacularly. And I'm just thinking, I gotta stop. I want to stop. This is horrible. So, I always firmly believe I'm going to come back. Like, my body is going to bounce back. This is just a down period. It's going to go away. And that does work a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work, but you always got to have that belief, that internal belief, I'm going to come back. And you just keep telling yourself that, because if you let those dark moments basically overcome you, that's when you're sitting on the side of the road and you're done. So, and then I have a couple tricks. I count things. I count telephone poles in a race, or I decide I'm just going to get to that next aid station. Or if I know the area, I'm just going to get to this road and in that road. And basically, I'm just doing landmarks to get myself through it. Mm-hmm. And those are my little tricks.
Do you ever think of your dad in those moments?
Definitely.
This is what I'm getting at. That one image we had of you of a little boy, 6 years old, doing a 2.5-mile swim in some event in the ocean. Your dad has been with you your whole life. He was one of your main teachers, the things he instilled in you. When you have some of those dark moments when you want to just quit, does your dad come to mind?
100%. I mean, I always joke too, I've had all these sponsors over the years in terms of equipment and clothing and, you name it, sunglasses. And I always joke that my biggest sponsors are my parents and my dad, of course.
That's great.
So, I think about how I want to represent, who we are as a family and everything he's done for me to get me to that point in that race. And, you really do feed off of your personal life in order to help energize you and give you that extra kick to get through those really hard moments. But yeah, without a doubt, you use those thoughts and prayers and ideas. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here's what I'm getting at too, and what I had commented on when we lost connection with you. I was sharing with the listener and the viewer of the show that there are lessons to be learned from athletes who are and ballerinas, for example, ballet dancers who the grind of that's so punishing. And there's lessons to be learned because you're faced with so much discomfort and challenge. And what do people do under those circumstances? And ordinary people in everyday life are sort of like a triathletic event, right? A swim, a bike, and a run, metaphorically speaking, and it doesn't get any easier, and especially when people get sick. And the temptation is to want to give up and give in, right? And you just can't give in. You can't stop and sit by the side of the road and just let it overcome you and lose. There's something to be learned from all these kinds of lessons. And it sounds to me like in those moments you rely on what you were taught primarily by your dad and your mom. It seems to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what I sort of get from you. That all that early training. And you know what? In my own personal life, when things get difficult, that's who I think of. Those are the people that come to my mind and the lesson, and I think about what they did and the lessons they taught me as a boy, and that's what I draw upon to help me deal with the challenges of being an adult. I don't know if you do that or not, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
And nutrition. How important is nutrition in facing these challenges, these physical challenges in your mind?
Oh, yeah. It goes without saying. nutrition is such a hugely important aspect. You are what you eat, and your engine, somebody like me is relying on his engine to basically as a profession. So yeah, it's hugely important.
When we come back, we'll talk about that. And I know that Nutrex Hawaii makes certain dietary supplements that could serve people well. You don't have to be a professional triathlete to get benefit from them, but they will fuel and energize and provide nutrition for your body that can make a difference in helping you stay healthy, to create your health, to sustain your health, and if necessary, to reclaim your health. We'll come back with Tim. We'll talk about Nutrex Hawaii.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to the show. I've often said on this show that there's a lot to learn from athletes in terms of their challenges that they face and how they deal with them, and their nutrition, their diet and their nutrition. Because for athletes, it's all about the energy to perform, and then, of course, repair. Body's breaking down all the time, and then injuries, too. How to deal with that from a nutritional standpoint. So nutrition becomes a centerpiece of performance, no matter what kind of athlete you are. Tim, welcome back. Tim Marr is my guest. Tim is a professional triathlete and has been that way. When are you going to retire?
You know, I'd say I'm in my golden years. Still enjoying it, but I'm slowly on the way out right now. Mm-hmm. But enjoying my last rodeos. It's been about 12 years now.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're still doing it, and we're happy that you are, and we're happy to have you on the show. Nutritionally, at Nutrex Hawaii, what is it about their products that intrigues you so much?
You know, what's pretty neat is where the product is grown on the Big Island is the turnaround of the marathon and the Ironman, which is like this really spiritual area called the Energy Lab. And it's the area where the race is the most challenging, and you really got to dig deep to find. You got to look into your soul in order to really get through that last portion of the race. And I find that one intriguing thing about just where it's located. I was introduced to the product. It's now been almost 20 years. Friends, family, other training partners, and I've been using it ever since. I firmly believe that, you know, spirulina and astaxanthin, they really represent the essence of Hawaii, the purity, and what the products actually do, you know, how they help you perform or you know, work in line perfectly with being a triathlete as well.
Mm-hmm. The astaxanthin, you've been taking astaxanthin for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, over 15 years.
Did it become part of your training and competition and competition performances and whatnot?
Yeah, I definitely load on it during high volume training, and then prior to a very, you know, challenging long distance event, I definitely would load on the astaxanthin, and I definitely would see a difference in recovery, keeping me injury free in moments where I feel like, you know, we all have a saying, if you don't get injured, you didn't train hard enough. So, you know, you're always pushing your body to its physical limit to see exactly how far you can push it to become as fast as you can. And so, you know, with the astaxanthin, I feel that it helps fight off injury, illness, you know, you name it, just oxidation in the body, which is obviously occurring from high volumes of training.
Technically, astaxanthin is what they call a ketocarotenoid, and it belongs to this large class of chemical compounds called terpenes. We talked about terpenes, of all things, on the show yesterday, and if you missed that show with a very good guest, and everything is on demand at Let's Talk Nutrition. We talked about terpenes yesterday, and astaxanthin, it's a plant, right?
Yep.
It's a microalgae.
It's a green microalgae that we stress. and it turns red over around a 10-day cycle of stressing this algae.
It's also found, you'll find astaxanthin in yeast. You'll find it in fish such as salmon, trout. You'll find it in krill, shrimp, crayfish, and crustaceans, and the feathers of some birds. So astaxanthin finds its way in and out of plant life, animal life. But the astaxanthin from Nutrex Hawaii is the microalgae that we're talking about, yes?
Correct. Yep.
How much do you take?
So, depending on what I'm doing, I take anywhere from 12 milligrams at the minimum, and I take all the way up to 50 milligrams at the maximum.
And when you take it, when you're training, for example, are you taking it, for what purpose are you taking it then?
Typically for recovery is my main purpose of taking it, and then also fighting off any kind of sickness, illnesses, and helping as I know this one sounds a little wild, but it helps with sun exposure, which is obviously something we deal with in Hawaii, and it really does help battle those harsh elements associated with being outside. And yeah, so those are my main reasons to get out there basically the next day without, the severe soreness from a hard workout.
Mm-hmm. Some of the reasons that professional experts have given, like Dr. Mehmet Oz, Dr. Joe McCullough, and others, for taking astaxanthin, it's been reported to help relieve pain and inflammation, helps to fight fatigue, supports eye health, serves sort of like a cleanup, if you will, for cells. It provides sunscreen protection for your skin, of course. Those are some of the benefits that people talk about. But the anti-inflammatory properties, and also some claim that helps to boost energy levels. Come back, we'll talk more about astaxanthin, interesting compound. I don't know if you include it in your supplement protocol or not.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrex Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. I made Josh laugh. My pleasure is to make you laugh. I enjoy making you laugh, Josh.
Well, it's nice to be on the other side of the fence. Usually I'm the guy making people laugh.
I'm making you laugh. That's good. Tim Marr is my guest, and having a nice conversation with him. Tim is a professional triathlete, competes in triathlons, Ironman type events, pretty challenging. And I always pay attention to what athletes do nutritionally as well as in their training, because there's a lot to learn. I mean, this is what they do for a living, and it's all about performance. And so they're dialed in. They're always looking at any way to enhance performance from a nutritional standpoint. They're all ears. I went on PubMed. That's the U.S. National Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health website, pubmed.gov. As everybody listening to this show, if you're a regular listener, knows, this is pretty much an evidence-based show. All I did was type in astaxanthin, and I got 1,160 hits. Then when I type in astaxanthin review, what I'm looking for there, this is how you can use the website, and then you can click on free full text. I get about 37 free full, maybe more than that, like 300, but free full text where you get the whole article for free. There's 37 of them that are actually for free. The first one at the top of the list is potential anti-atherosclerotic properties of astaxanthin. So, okay. Some of the titles give you an idea. Lipid profile and glucose changes after supplementation with astaxanthin. Carotenoids, potential allies of cardiovascular health. Astaxanthin is a carotenoid, would be included in that discussion. There's so many. Tim, welcome back. You had mentioned that astaxanthin, and I had mentioned it too, astaxanthin finds its way into the literature, into the science, as fighting oxidative stress and inflammation. That seems to be one of the main contributions it makes to health, doesn't it?
Definitely. Yep.
And as an athlete, when people don't understand, when you're performing as an athlete, you're breaking down the body. You're creating oxidative stress, running, biking, swimming. That's highly stressful. So you have to accommodate that stress. The stress is not all bad. You need the stress, but you still have to deal with the after effects of all that stress, which can be inflammation. So you said that you use the astaxanthin a lot as a recovery tool, nutritional recovery tool. Yes.
Yeah.
Could you notice a difference when you took it?
Yeah. So I like to think of it like your body's going to rust over time. Just like a car, it's going to age, and the harder you push the car, the more you got to take care of the car. Same goes for our bodies. And astaxanthin is, proven and shown to fight that oxidative stress, which would lead to rust and the body achy and painy, and which would lead, as a triathlete, would lead to injuries. And I noticed I was able to bounce back quicker, just recover a little bit quicker. I wasn't as fatigued from a long day out, battling the elements. A huge day, on the Big Island in Kona, where it's just hot, stressful environment. One day out there, it can be pretty taxing on the body. And when I am consistent with the astaxanthin and taking it, especially in that environment, I'm able to bounce back quicker, not nearly as sore, and able to perform.
Here's an article I came across on PubMed. Astaxanthin improves cognitive deficits from oxidative stress, nitric oxide synthase, and inflammation through unregulation of P13K AKT in diabetes in diabetic rats. That was an experiment. You'll find all kinds of studies pointing to and supporting the point that Tim just made. And you have to extrapolate from some of these studies, but the point is that it does seem to make a great contribution in moderating the effects of stress and trying to moderate hence then inflammation. Something to consider if you have some sort of inflammation-based kind of disorder or disease. All disease is inflammation, for that matter. Sitting to my left on the table here in the studio, I have two. I'm holding them up. There are two astaxanthin. They're in my protocol. Astaxanthin is part of my daily protocol for my supplements, and I usually include those in the supplements that are my fish oil and other anti-inflammatory compounds, curcumin and so on. I put astaxanthin in that packet. So I walk the talk. I use it, and I use Nutrex Hawaii's astaxanthin, by the way, in case you wanted to know, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hawaii brand, can't go wrong there. It's the best.
So this is a cue for everybody listening. You know, you used it for recovery. If an athlete can use it for recovery, so can people in their everyday life. Recovery from the effects of stress in their daily life, whether it's working, physically, or the mental stress, physical stress, and whatnot. It would apply to them as well, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Just our environments create so much stress, whether it's work stress, even family stress, or just traffic stress, air quality, you name it. There's so many variables that go into creating oxidative stress.
Last night I was thinking about my show yesterday, and I had Dr. Cass Ingram on. We were talking about, it seemed like an arcane topic. We were talking about terpenes, of all things. That show's on demand at my website at letstalknutrition.com. And so I was thinking while I was working out, and the theme of the power of plants just kept coming back to my mind. The power of plants. And I was rolling that over and working that theme and trying to think of ways I can talk about it on the show and try to impress upon the audience the power of plants. I mean, that is one of the most profound gifts from nature. The plants from the sea, like astaxanthin, which is a microalgae, and the plants from the earth. I could probably do this show for forever and never talk about anything but plants and still have enough material to occupy you, me, forever. It's an inexhaustible topic, the power of plants. This is yet another example of one of the gifts from the plants, in this case, microalgae from the sea, astaxanthin. Nutrex Hawaii is the brand you want to lock into. Visit their website. We'll give that to you when we come back. Also, when we come back, we'll have the LT on Health question of the day where you can win a $25 gift card. Be right back.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier, I was reporting on a study coming out of the UK, pretty interesting study, Newcastle University. And they were taking a look at organic and non-organic milk and meat. And one of the findings was that both organic milk and meat had more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids than conventionally grown produced products, right? Here's the question. How much more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids were in the organic milk and meat products compared to the conventionally produced products? 30% more? Excuse me. Let's do this way. 25% more, 50% more, or 75% more? How much more organic beneficial omega-3 fatty acids were in the organic milk and meat compared to the conventionally produced products? 25%, 50%, or 75% more? Right answer? You get an organic $25 supplement gift card. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Mike has a question about astaxanthin. Hi, Mike. What's your question?
Yes, good morning. I got in late, but I enjoy your program, and I wanted to ask you a two-part question about astaxanthin. First of all, could you address what benefits it may or may not have for enhancing eyesight?
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, how much benefit, if it has any, for enhancing circulatory problems, dealing with things like open wound ulcers in your feet, vis-a-vis the use of arginine AKG?
Okay. All right, let's take the first one first. Do you have any idea about astaxanthin and eyesight, Tim?
Yeah, there's a lot of studies done where it helps any kind of, degenerative issues. Everybody absorbs the nutrient a little differently. I've seen a lot of people come, and give us feedback or say, like, hey, I've seen huge dramatic results from taking astaxanthin, for whatever degenerative issue that they have. And then others, not as much. So it's really interesting to see that, quite a few people do see dramatic results using astaxanthin. I'm lucky where I have I'm 2020 and been my whole life. So, I haven't had a personal testimony from that, but I've heard countless, and it does address especially the degenerative issues.
If you go on PubMed, Michael, you'll find that there are some experiments they've done with animals and astaxanthin and the eyes, and it seems to provide some benefit for eye health, and how or in what ways, I'm not exactly sure. This I do know. The literature is pretty clear that astaxanthin has some anti-inflammatory properties, and the studies seem to indicate that it can help moderate inflammation. So for any particular organ system of the body that's dealing with some sort of inflammatory issue, this would probably one could infer perhaps from the literature that it might provide some contribution. Now, what was the second question? It was a little complicated. What was it again?
How much benefit might it be to help circulation in your feet for open wound ulcers, especially vis-a-vis the possibility of using arginine AKG?
I see. Astaxanthin is not a vasodilator, as much as I can tell. I know that there's a study that I saw on PubMed that in terms of circulation, it helped reduce ischemic brain injury in adult rats. Now, that's totally at the other end of the body. You're talking about the feet. I don't know if it's going to help with circulation.
Okay.
I think that it might contribute to some anti-inflammatory related symptoms associated when circulation, especially with diabetics with the extremities, with their hands and with their feet. Astaxanthin might serve some purpose in that regard, but I don't see it as a vasodilator. I haven't seen anything talking about it as opening up the artery so you get more blood to the extremities. So in that regard, I don't think it serves a purpose. But generally speaking, I take it, my intention for taking it, Michael, is to generally as an anti-inflammatory supplement to just help with inflammation and whatever other benefits I get from it, I'll take it. So I think it's one of those kind of compounds that provides, overall, all-around benefit relative to inflammation. It helps with recovery. It also helps with energy levels and things like that. I mean, the literature is pretty. Go on PubMed, type in PubMed, PubMed.gov, and type in astaxanthin, and you'll get all sorts of hits. I hope we answered your question, though.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your help.
Mike, thanks for listening to the show. We appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
So what did I do? Stump the audience today? Here's the I'll reduce it down to two items, two choices. Organic milk and meat provided how much more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids? 25% more or 50% more? It was a lot, I can tell you that. 877-897-8255. You can still speed dial. Call. If you give the right answer, even though I'm off the air, we'll give you credit. How much more beneficial omega-3 fatty acids were found with organic meat and milk compared to conventional produced products? 25% more or 50% more? 877-897-8255. Tim, thanks so much for being on today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we especially appreciate you sharing the narrative about your childhood and your dad and how he participated in how he helped raise you and influenced you in your personal life as well as being an athlete. We appreciate you sharing that and being disclosive about that.
Yeah, and I'll just say one thing. It's been the way my dad raised me is I'm so grateful to how everything my dad's done for me. So yeah.
That's it. Gratitude. The phone lines are lit up. We're going to go off the air, but you go ahead and continue to answer the question. Stephen will check you out. If you win, we'll give you the credit. See you tomorrow.